Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Crownless Kings podcast. And in the blue corner, we have Michael the Wildcard.
Howdy.
In the green corner, we have Edward the Chief.
Hello.
And in the pink corner,
It's lightest red.
we have Jacob the Visionary.
Alright.
And now, in the orange corner, it's me, Danny the
Joker!
Okay then, let's get ready to rumble!
How do we follow that?
Have you seen Jonah Hill? It's
Oh, yeah.
controversy.
What, he's a
because
faggot?
No,
he said "suck my dick, you faggot" to a guy.
to a guy.
Because he kept following him and insulting him.
He kept
We
following him
should
and
have been
insulting him.
recording this.
And
but,
then he turned around and he goes, suck my dick, you faggot.
and
then he went on
the chat show thing.
Yeah.
Did you watch YouTubers react to it?
I clicked on that
Yeah,
because
and then I saw the
somebody,
video.
I saw somebody put thingy reacts to Jonah controversy, and I was like, oh, what's that?
Why
so
is
then
that-
I watched the teens react thing because it was on there. So yeah, I did the same thing.
Why is there controversy about that?
Because he called him a
Because
faggot.
that's a homophobic.
Oh, no,
But then
that's
so
not
he
a-
went on what guy's show was
Jimmy
it?
Fallon.
Yeah.
And,
Jimmy
he
Fallon.
And
stood
he
there and
apologised for it. At the start
Why?
he said, first of all, because he said he didn't mean it in a homophobic way, he was just pissed off.
He
Fair
said,
enough.
he said, I want to come out and I want to say something straight away. And he said, I want to apologise for using that. I just, it was the spur of the moment, and I thought of the nastiest and the worst word
worst
that
thing
I
you could think of at that time.
and that was the word. And
Yeah.
then he went
Wow.
on to apologise.
That's the point. It's a slur. It's meant to be nasty. So when
Yeah.
you're using it, if you're trying to think of a nasty word
Yeah.
off the top of your head, a slur
Plus,
is just what naturally comes into your head, probably.
Plus, technically, it is a ball of meat as well.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Group
pretty
of
sure it
sticks
didn't.
as
You
well.
bullying that? Yeah. Didn't really have the same effect, does it?
Hunk of pork.
Group of sticks are called a faggot as well.
No, yeah,
Who?
that's true.
A
Yeah.
group of sticks.
Okay.
See, there are multiple faggots in the world.
Hello and welcome to our podcast with
Michael.
Jacob.
Danny.
Edward.
Yeah, so we're just here to entertain you guys for a bit about anything really.
Try anyway.
Anything at all, which can include films, games, or anything really funny that happened at the weekend, like Ed, Saturday night. So we're having a few drinks, doing a bit of bartendering, and Ed decides to have a few drinks when we're finished.
Several.
Yeah,
Actually,
like 8.
I realised Budweiser is stronger than all of the ales we had. It's actually 4.8%.
Oh, was it?
It's
Steady
very
on
strong.
Ed drunk about 7.
And that was
Well,
with
about
JD
no,
before.
8.
Eight.
He had 8 JD and Coke and Foster's, and his words as it's slowly deteriorating, or as his body starts to give up,
His
goes,
mind starts
it's
going.
light drinking, and don't worry guys, I don't really feel this. What would you say about half three? He stops. What were you doing?
All I remember is we were playing Black Ops. Got
Yeah, playing some zombies.
25 on zombies. That's not bad for having been drunk a lot. And then
Ed
set
stopped.
yourself up
I
like
stayed to the
Aaron
bathroom for a
Trumpet.
wee. I come back through, and I don't know whether I went and laid on my bed or what.
No, you were.
You sat in the chair
Yeah.
with your hands in your cupped over your face, just sitting there for a little while. Then you decided to go lay down in your bed. What was it? Your
And
quote?
basic-
Are you okay, Ed? I'm okay. I've got this cup.
It wasn't.
He just turned into a squid.
Well, yeah,
No.
I think I do remember that little bit. Actually.
It was a pint cup, and we were like, Ed, do you want us to get you something bigger to throw up in? And you were like, no, I think I'll be fine. He vomited twice and filled up a pint cup, which is absolutely grim. And then Michael went and
Just grabbed the first thing I could find in the kitchen, which was a salad.
It's what we store raw meats and like salad in. I threw up into that. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, I do actually need to clean that. I think we stored prawn crackers in here. I ate some of them earlier. Oh,
What did you do with it afterwards?
Did you pour it down the sink, Michael?
no, you poured it down the sink.
Oh,
Pour it
okay.
down the sink. Oh.
Let's not talk about the sink.
Why? What happened with the sink?
Well, it didn't go down the sink.
It didn't go down the sink. It just stayed in the
What did
sink.
you do?
Oh yeah, the sink's really bad for filtering stuff.
What did you do?
Well,
What I had to
Michael, this is your moment to shine.
Did you like scoop it up or?
I had to stick my hand in his vomit, pull the drain
I don't
thing
know
out,
who did this.
and just sit and wash the sink over and over again. And even got like chunks and stuff were in the bottom of the filtery bit that stops water going into the sink. So I had to sit and wash that for ages and pull the chunks out of the little bit of pork that you've had from the
Well,
pot roast.
well, I had one of the best night's sleep I've ever had. I slept like a baby. Did not wake up throughout the night. Woke up in the morning fully clothed and thought, well, I feel okay actually. And then Danny, even though you didn't drink that much,
I didn't drink that much,
but you woke up and
I had
you
a headache and I had a cold.
Did you have a burning face?
No, I didn't.
Not quite as bad as me.
We'll get onto that in a
I
minute.
didn't have that burning face. I felt like shit, and then I had to go over and see a lot of the people who I'd seen the night before.
With your hair like everywhere really.
Like,
and we
the
don't you
front
just
was
woke you
down.
up
The
and
front-
you just see him wake up just like
The front was down. I had like a blocked nose. I had a headache, and I felt like utter crap.
Well, I then woke
And
up.
half the other side of my hair was literally stuck about like 90-degree angle.
Well, I woke up and was like,
brilliant.
I was like, "Good morning, Danny."
Yeah.
I feel a lot better after
Everybody
that
was
now.
really cheery, and I felt like shit.
Like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
Jump
It's just
up
like-
like,
no, it's just
like
like,
you don't really
He'd thrown up like a pint and a half of fluid before he went to sleep, passed out and been fine. Me, who hadn't even drunk that much, felt like utter crap.
Also, I remember setting my alarm for 9:30. And
Oh, bad idea.
I got up
remember
at
waking-
9:30. Ed got up at 9:30. You didn't.
So we had an hour and a bit of we were just on. Well,
I was on Reddit.
I was on.
You
yeah, I
went
was
back
on
to sleep
Reddit.
after a while.
I was on Reddit. Went to sleep for a bit. Yeah, but the thing about the burning face, I was at our
Oh,
other friend's house,
Jesus.
and as well, Michael walked home as he
Yeah,
tends to
yeah.
want to do in the middle of the night. I
Yeah.
think, did you stay?
I think you.
What, when Michael walked home that
Yeah.
night? At
No.
yours?
No,
No.
it was Megan's.
Megan. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a rule. Yeah, when we stayed there, and
We'll cut that back.
when we stayed there, were you there?
I think I slept.
So it was actually a Halloween night.
Yeah,
where we were there.
Megan's Halloween party.
Oh yeah,
And,
I went to. I can't remember if I
yeah.
stayed or not.
So, well, Michael walked home. Don't know about Danny apparently.
Danny just
And then
vanished.
I wake up just a bit before Jacob.
Yeah.
I slept okay, I guess, with a
Yeah.
sleeping bag and a cushion, but I think the back of my head was on it. Jacob woke up with his face on the side of it.
Yeah, on
And
a
all I hear
pillow.
and see him when he lifts his head up is just, oh, my face, oh, and I just.
I slept
It was
on a sofa cushion. It had a grain in it.
It had like a suede
So it's-
grain.
Yeah, it was like a
His
suede
face was
grain.
just red with it, and he's just going, oh.
I just wake up, pull my face off it. My face is stuck to the cushion. I pull it off. Oxygen hits it, just burns. My face just burned.
Two things about
So
that, actually.
painful.
I remember giving you that pillow because
Yeah.
I had the pillow and thought that's a bad idea.
Oh,
Yeah, actually, and it's similar, Mike, when I stayed at yours, and I got the dining room chairs, and you know they're leather, so
Yeah.
I actually had to
Oh.
peel myself off it.
oh,
which was
that's
horrible.
bad.
Everybody's had bad
Before we
ones.
get too far away from it, when I walked home from Megan's, I was still dressed as a pirate, and I walked by another person dressed as a pirate,
Were you just like, ahoy?
and we just I said ahoy,
Hey, landlubber.
and he said right mate, and we just like looked at each other, stopped for a second.
Did he stop, look at you, meet you in the eye, and then
Did
just
you
scrub the
Did
decks?
you look down and just like, or just say, I'm an ass pirate?
Get on your knees
No.
and start swapping.
The guy was
Call me your scallywag.
I swallowed the poop deck.
I'll show you my wooden leg. Oh, jeez.
But we just stopped and looked at each other for a second, then just walked off our own separate ways.
That sounds really gay.
That does sound really
I
gay.
just remember need to look into each other's eyes.
I smelled across the
Must
room.
be love,
Danny.
love.
Another time then, Michael decided to walk home from mine, being
Yeah.
the tool he is, and because, well, he's
You call him a tool or do you call
he is
him
a tool. No, he's a tool. He's,
Oh, yeah.
he's an idiot. And because he can't spell through, well,
He spills.
dyslexia, but
Yeah,
we make fun of him anyway.
Letters.
Yeah, he says that, but
Uh,
like when he's drunk, he seems to spell everything better.
So,
Apart from a few key words.
I think because my dyslexia makes the letters move around, the alcohol does the same, so it matches it back.
no, so he likes to joke that he,
So he
lapped
put-
someone with a bottle.
He said,
Yeah.
home safe, I only hit one guy with a bottle. JK, I didn't hit anyone. And then he put, no, really, I didn't assault anyone. I was 100% joking.
like we
But it was
actually-
all spelled
yeah.
perfectly correct
Yeah.
and with actual grammar.
But then one bit, he just said a sentence that made no sense, and he said, sorry, I forgot the Wait, well, yeah, it was the comma.
Yeah.
Instead of the
No,
comma.
it was the
And
coma.
Yeah, it was the
Then he
comma.
said, I
Yeah.
faggot the comma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I can't spell forgot normally. I always spell
Yeah,
faggot anyway.
Okay.
Not being offensive to anyone. Just saying.
How'd you spell safety?
Oh,
S-S-S-C-C.
yeah, that's
Wait,
another time.
what?
When we're playing pool, and I started doing the safety dance, and then Michael decided that there'd be a C in the word safety.
Yeah.
We still don't know why. You don't know why, do you?
No.
It's Michael.
That's Michael.
Yeah.
That's Michael.
That's gonna get traction.
We need a thing that pops up. That's
Yeah.
just like, that's Michael. coming
Like
across the screen.
rainbows
Whenever he
and
says
glitter,
dumb
fireworks. Yeah.
You just
Coming
put
up
like
quite
some
a
camp
lot.
pose like.
Okay, that's just you normally. Let's be honest
I
here.
like how you just suggest pulling a camp pose for yourself.
I'm so glad no one else will hopefully ever see that as just as well as.
Oh
you
no,
did
no, we're gonna make him recreate that.
That's
The
gonna be
world
thumbnail.
must see this.
Michael just.
Oh dear.
The world must know of Michael's camp pose.
But then everybody has like with like the party thing. Everyone has like bad night's sleep when they go to
Yeah.
him because it's not real. It hasn't ended well unless you've had a crap night's sleep. Like at the other Megans when we stayed there, the house was so damn hot that I went and slept outside for 40 minutes.
Jeez.
That was possibly the worst decision of my life.
I didn't even sleep for that, and yet I think I had work the next day.
It's 'cause
So
I was like, oh, well, it's
half of
hot
them got to go to
outside,
sleep.
so when I go out, it's hot inside. So when I go outside, it'll be a good mix.
Wasn't it winter or something as well
Yeah,
at the
I
time?
think it was. It's pretty
It
damn
was at
cold.
least late
Yeah.
autumn.
And then I
definitely.
stayed on the seats that were tucked under the table outside, and then you guys locked the door.
No,
Oh,
that
yeah.
wasn't me. I wasn't there.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah, I went. I was
I think it was me.
I wish I went.
It was probably me.
That turned out
But
to
then
be quite long.
speaking about that, you either don't sleep well or you just don't sleep at all, like I did at yours, Danny. Or I just didn't sleep at all, so I ended up just going outside and kicking this tiny football around the garden for a few hours, watching the sun come up. 'Cause I didn't know what else to do.
I crashed there, and then you left at like 5, and you, Tom, and someone else said, "Oh, we're going for a walk," and then you didn't even shut the front door.
No, that was me and Michael.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because you walked. By
we
in
were.
that town.
We walked all the way up slowly, which was quite far,
Yes.
and I didn't have my shoes
Yeah,
because I
because
forgot to put them on the
yeah.
way out.
And I was so tired. I was like, I don't even care. It's just gonna hurt you.
I
but
actually
it's
had a
gonna
really
be
good night's
hilarious.
sleep that night. Except from the next morning, after being hungover, and I really need to go for a dump. I then had to go to this. There's this like excavation area near where we live,
Yeah.
and I had to go over a really boring talk because someone found a sword that was like a foot long. Well, I think it had rotted so much from like a few feet.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were just so proud that they found it, and they dug out
Oh,
a massive area. So
shit.
hungover and standing there, just like, what is life? That was just. I was
Baby,
so
don't
hungry as
hurt
well.
me.
I think the best one though was when Michael got severely.
Oh no!
Oh, that was
Tom,
hilarious.
yeah, at
Yeah.
Tom.
Oh,
He's our
God.
other friend because we have a few friends.
Oh,
We
look
only,
at
only a
us,
few, only a
Only
few
a few.
friends.
Yeah, don't get too excited.
Yeah.
So
Michael has a
Yes,
few
we're pretty
favourites.
there
popular.
was this dodgy pizza place in
That
town.
wasn't dodgy. It was fine.
It's closed down now. I think it was.
Yeah.
No, it's just reopened. New chef.
Yeah,
no, not new
under
chef.
new
Same
management.
chef. Same chef.
But yeah, it wasn't that good. It was cheap. That was the
I
best
liked
bit.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going back
But
there.
you got a barbecue pizza,
Oh,
Which
which
I
and-
have every time now,
and you
just to spite you.
It didn't agree
And-
with Michael. Let's just
and
put it
you
this
had
way: he
most
threw
of
up in
it.
the bath, the toilet, and the sink. As Tom actually went round and cleaned all 3 of them.
Yep.
As
The
Michael
bath's a
moved.
good idea.
Yeah, but Michael threw up in the
bath is a
bath.
good
Tom cleaned the
Toilet's
bath,
the best,
and then
though.
he threw up in the toilet.
It's easy to flush.
and Tom
You don't
cleaned
have to
the toilet.
push it down.
Yeah,
And then he
but,
put
like,
it through
if
up in
the
the
toilet's not available.
Oh no, yeah.
If the toilet's not available, go for the bath.
I
Or,
want-
as
Biggest
Harvey
container.
does.
I
the
want to
bathroom
point this
floor.
out. This was
Right.
the most I'd ever drank. I drank almost a whole bottle of
Oh,
JD.
you steady on.
It's the
Stallion.
big 75 CL litres.
Centimeters.
That's 700.
Nah, it's one of those little them little bottles that they sell on the airplanes.
And also, I had
Just like 2 shots.
Tester one.
Yeah.
one of our
Yeah.
friends.
It's a lot for
Every time I
Michael.
saw him, he would hand me a shot of vodka, and I think I drank more than he did that night of his own vodka. And I think I had a beer as well.
And the other half was mixed up with stupidity.
Yep.
But yeah,
So-
so after eating this as well, he started to think that he had salmonella, and
Yeah.
he stood outside it was winter,
Yeah,
freezing
it was
cold,
winter.
and
You
wanting
didn't have a
people to
shirt on,
punch
did you?
him in the stomach to try and
Yeah.
get the salmonella out of him.
Because
Just let's be clear, from the barbecue pizza,
Because
he
he
thought
was,
he had
he was going
salmonella.
to try and get pneumonia.
It wasn't just
to counteract the salmonella.
So that the cold air and the winter would kill the salmonella. Now let's all
It
just
was-
have 20 seconds or so to think about that.
It was not.
Silence, please.
R.I.P. Michael's actual respectableness.
R.I.P. Michael's brain.
It was not
R.I.P.
actually.
salmonella.
It had like loads of bacon and ham and loads of just like
Well, yeah,
pork on it
that's
as well.
that's
It's just-
barbecue.
Yeah,
Had been
but
cooked though.
yeah,
Yeah. What?
not very well.
It was
yeah.
fine. The pizza was fine.
Even eating it, I thought it was
I had
dodgy.
a couple slices. It was fine. Your
You-
stomach was the
I
problem.
don't like barbecue pizza.
I like barbecue pizza because it had the
Barbecue should only be
sauce
allowed
inside.
for no, but the sauce should be for like on meats or
Nah, yeah, it
the
was
burger,
fine.
not
Yeah, there's meats there.
no, but
It's acceptable.
not inside the pizza.
Yeah, it was fine.
I need a stuffed crust with barbecue sauce.
Yeah, I've had that.
It's good.
It's actually alright.
Did
Yeah,
you get
that
some
is really
from
good.
Mum?
I did not.
No.
Did Michael?
I
Probably.
have only just been back eating barbecue pizza now.
Very
No,
much.
he
More
gave-
recently.
Gave him
This
bladder
was a
infection.
few years ago. It wasn't recently.
I've actually got a theory to bring up.
Oh.
Okay, so this is
Science
a few
time
people
with
know.
Ed.
It's about why are things called gravy boats? Because they're not boats. They don't float on the gravy. They contain the gravy. So they should be containers, not gravy boats. I mean, I know you put them in like the plate bit, but why do you have...
Jacob's face right now is literally stunned. He's just sitting there looking
No,
at Ed
but-
like...
I had a long time to think about this, and why is it called
Wow.
a gravy boat?
30 seconds ago, we were talking about hitting Michael in the stomach of salmonella. Now we're on gravy boats.
That's a hell of
Which
a
aren't
segue.
actually
No,
gravy
but
boats,
why-
apparently.
No,
This
they're
is
not
blowing
gravy
my-
boats. The gravy containers. I need to get this.
No, they don't contain the gravy though, because you can pour it out.
No, but they
They
still
still
contain
contain
it.
it.
There should be gravy.
Is a
pourers.
jug not a jug because you can pour water out of it?
No, but it doesn't claim to be able to contain stuff.
Yes, it does.
It is. You can
If
can
you
pour
can
water
contain-
out of a container just because it doesn't have an
A
edge.
cup
Yeah.
is technically a container.
So's a plastic container that you put
So
a
is
lid
the
on it.
containers
So is a
outside.
bottle.
You can put water in them and it still come out, but they're still containers. And you take stuff out of
Do you
containers.
need to put the
I
two
don't know.
together? Right, let's change water to gravy. Does this help in your mind a bit more? Jeez.
We'll bring a water but gravy and just a plate.
How about we get an actual boat and sit on gravy? Then we get a gravy boat.
I don't know.
You want to get an actual boat, you want to get it in a pool of gravy, and then you want to get a gravy boat which is full of gravy, sit on the boat which is on the gravy water, and go, oh, now I've got a gravy boat whilst I'm sitting in a boat on gravy. Get the fuck out, Michael.
Yes.
That's Michael.
You
That was
you are
similar to where I was
touched in the
going.
head. You'd
At a
have to
very
look.
young age.
We all know what Michael's going to do for the rest of his life. Sail the gravy seas.
With the aspirate.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to look it up. I'm sure there's a reason for it.
I suppose they do look like, well, not really like boats,
Kind
but
of, like a paper boat. Kind
yeah.
I always think
Yeah,
they
I
look
just-
like the bottom half of a genie's lamp.
Yeah, they just don't
Yeah,
have
you
the
know,
top.
I thought you were
I
going to say
thought-
something
I thought you were gonna
really,
say
really
something
stupid.
I was really readying myself to
I just-
Oh, Michael, you idiot!
You can tell I've got
The bottom of a
gestures, which
gravy
unfortunately
boat.
you can't see.
Yeah. The gravy boat looks like the bottom of a gravy boat.
Really?
I think to say like, yeah, the bottom of the gravy boat looks like the bottom of a tree, or just something absolutely random.
But like
The
a
bottom of
genie's
a
lamp,
cow.
you know, I
A
can
bottom
see
of a
that.
cow.
Yeah.
Oh, on
I-
cows actually. Well, going to haven't said yet. Michael is paralytically afraid of cows. Well, no, you'd run away.
Are
from
you?
them.
No, I am.
No,
Are you really?
We
Not
had-
paralytically, but it's...
no, he is. He's had. Haven't you
Petrified.
childhood?
I
Trauma
don't like spiders.
About.
Yeah, I
Dude,
just.
Spiders are great. I hate flies.
I hate spiders.
Spiders
I don't
kill
like spiders.
flies.
I just hate
Spiders are wonderful. They are.
bugs.
Spiders are
I just hate
the
bugs.
shit. They are.
You know what's super creepy though? If you take like a bug or something small and make it huge, it instantly becomes terrifying.
Have you seen the spiders can actually be up to like the foot?
I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know. No, I don't.
No, they're not in this country.
Thank God for that.
In
Else I'd be
England,
leaving.
there's nothing dangerous aside from vending machines. Kill 13 people a year. Sharks only.
I don't know how that
Sexist.
ain't-
15 in
happens.
the US.
No, it's because you know when we knock them, someone's on the other side, like
Yeah.
trying to knock it as well. It crushes them.
Yeah, I was almost crushed by my vending machine once.
Really?
Yeah, because we were moving it at
Oh,
school
okay.
in from the staff room to the new staff room, and they had to put it. They had to tip it over. This is
Yeah.
how it happens. They had to tip it over to get wheels underneath it to move it. Well, that thing could have crushed me. It didn't. We were perfectly safe.
Really? Really? I thought it did for a second there. I was
Dude,
like, how am
it was
how
like
am I
the it was like
talking
the
to
cartoon, the concertina and everything. No, that was
We're
fine.
now Casper or Jacob, the friendly guys,
Yeah.
and not so friendly.
Oh wow, thanks Ed. That pew, pew, hit me where I live.
I don't like Casper. I'm just throwing it out there.
Why don't you like Casper?
I don't know, it's just
I
never been
remember
that
the film
appealing.
Flubber.
Yeah,
I don't
that
ever
was
think about
great.
what's
Wasn't
that?
it just some goo that
Yeah.
got everywhere?
Yeah.
There's a few films that everyone's watched that I've never actually seen all the way through. One,
Okay.
Ghostbusters.
You've not seen
I haven't
Ghostbusters?
seen all of Ghostbusters
Never
either.
seen all of
What?
Ghostbusters.
No,
I've never seen Mary Poppins all the way through, I don't think.
I refuse
Doesn't she
to
just
watch that
fly
film
away on an
'cause that
umbrella
film
at the
looks
end?
awful.
I think so.
Is
Somewhere
that
around
Mary
there.
Poppins?
Have you
I've never seen
that's-
Chitty Chitty Bang
that's
Bang
the
all the
one
way
where
through.
she-
No,
That's
that
a good film.
That's
I
a
think
great
that's
film.
terrible.
It's a good film, but has the creepiest villain of all time.
I've never seen
Maybe
Flubber.
not of all time, but still.
Flubber is great.
Flubber is a good film.
I've seen the Spice Girl movie though.
Surprisingly, I haven't.
Have you
Yeah.
seen Dead or Alive?
Yeah,
That's what.
Such
the
a
film
bad
was
film.
awful. It had
It
nothing
was.
to do with Dead or Alive.
No, it's just they could like
In
they
the
kicked
Spice
through
Girls
walls.
movie, someone comes out of the toilet.
In the
It's
Johnny
just gonna-
English movie, someone comes out the toilet. It's Johnny English.
Yeah, but this guy doesn't come covered out in crap.
I've never seen Johnny English.
They're actually
No,
really funny
no.
films.
They are really, really good
And
films.
it's not like, you know, Mr. Bean,
Haven't-
he was kind of not that funny.
He wasn't.
No.
I haven't seen
It's good when you're
Reborn.
like 5, but Reborn's really good as well.
The
He
first one was
actually
good.
becomes a bit better at fighting as well. And
Oh,
there's some actually good bits in it, like, because he's done some training.
Is it like Pink Panther?
Haven't seen Pink.
Did-
Kind of.
That
It's similar.
That was
similar.
a good film. Because I remember that being really, really dumb.
Steve Martin was
like
funny in
where
that.
they're sneaking through a hall and there's 2 bits of wallpaper.
Yeah,
on
and
the
he's
wall.
got the matching outfit on.
Yeah, on one side and
Yeah.
over that, and him flipping over, going fully extended,
Yeah.
doesn't alert anyone.
Yeah. I like it when he's in the airport security bit and he's like, hamburger. And he's trying to
Yeah.
explain to the guys like, hamburger! Hamburger! And he's like, I'm losing my patience. He's like, oh, you were losing your patience. I'm trying to explain that to have a couple of hamburgers. And he goes like really stupid on him.
Oh, dude.
And then he gets attacked by a dog. You should watch that scene.
It's
Yeah.
a good film.
Yeah, it's a really
I don't
good
know.
film.
Did they make a sequel?
Yes, they did.
Well, on the
It's
sequel,
probably not that great.
I don't. No, I
don't you
don't
think some films you just wish they didn't have sequels?
Yes.
Such as Grown Ups. The first one, have you seen Grown Ups 2?
Yeah, I hated it.
It's
I'm
not
not
that
gonna
good,
watch
is
the
it?
second
It's
one.
not as good as the first one, no.
It's funny at times, but they've gone past the banter stage, really, and they kind of just did silly humour. Like,
Yeah, which
with
I
the
didn't-
Ralph
which
quotes,
wasn't-
wasn't that funny.
The first one where they're staring at the girl's eyes, but they do it in
Yeah.
shifts.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
the
it's
tree,
like-
the ass. The tree, the ass. We're all looking at the tree, back to the ass.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, and even where thingy David Spade takes the girls then to get bathing
Yeah.
suits. And you get
He's like, yeah, we got mine at Stop and Shop, and she's in like a head, like a hat and like a full thing.
Yeah, she looks like it's from
Oh,
1940s.
Because them two come up and they're like, oh, the only place open for bathing suits in the middle of summer, and then she comes out, and we got mine at Stop and Shop, and it's like what a bunch of idiots. That bit's great though.
But yeah, then the second one was just, you know, it started off badly when there's a moose in the freaking house. That was
Yeah,
just-
and then
There's
it's
a
like,
moose loose about this moose.
The moose is loose.
yeah, that bit that wasn't no sense. I can't remember any other films.
And then Transformers,
Oh.
my view on the Michael Bay ones is just
Oh.
the action is good, but the rest of the film
It's-
is awful.
It's Transformers, it's not humans.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Yeah.
in the title.
Especially the second one, you know it's bad when you see him go off to college. You're just like, and he says, "But you've got to stay at home." That's just like, oh well, looks like we've got a good 20 minutes of Sam.
Wow.
20 minutes I'll never get back.
Yep.
To be honest, I didn't think the person who played Sam was actually
Shia LaBeouf.
that bad. In all fairness, I thought
Until
there was
he-
too many of his
He's
parents.
He's gone crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's too much of his
Gone
parents.
nuts.
No, your parents don't really. And
Yeah, I mean, like when she's like at the college and she's like loopy and she's like, "Hey, professor,
No, it's
I'd
just that
do
scene
anything for an A," and then
Yeah.
it's like, okay, no, we need
or
to
the
call it.
creepy lecturer, the dean's in the room, and you know it's in cinema sense, and he's like, he eats the apple, drops it, and says, "Finish that for me."
Yeah.
That's so creepy, and he like winks at her.
Yeah, where he
Remember
fucks with the students.
Yeah,
That's so
and
creepy.
and it's just like
He drops
oh.
the apple, it rolls off his foot, and then he goes, "Finish that for me," and she's like, "Thank you," and she looks
Yeah.
at him,
and picks up the apple and she's
Yeah.
like, "Thank you."
and
I
then
think I've tried to block out as
Because then,
much of those
then
films.
later on, when Sam gets up on the stage and he's like going mental, he's like, "I will not be punked in front of the dean." And then it's like, "But you just dropped an apple," and then go,
Oh
Finish
yeah,
that
I
for
do
me.
remember that.
It's just-
I wish I didn't.
that sucked.
Those films were not great. The first one was brilliant.
Did you like, you know, the Mummy films?
Yes.
Did you like the third one,
Which one was that?
Tomb of the Dragon Emperor?
Didn't see it.
Yeah, I don't think I did either.
Have you seen it?
"Tomb of the Dragon Emperor."
Yeah.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Because a lot of people thought they changed the woman actor, or I don't know why, but
No, they
Who-
did.
Who,
yeah, they changed the woman
Yeah,
actor.
yeah.
who did they go from to?
It was. Oh, I know who it is in the first two, but
Because I know her. I just can't remember her name.
Rachel Wise.
Yes.
I think it is. Just find that out. I think
Yeah.
it's Rachel
Just
thingy.
fact check that.
Yeah, a lot of
Because she
people-
was also in
Oh.
the Born.
Oh.
Yeah, Rachel. Wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rachel
Yeah,
Wise
yes.
is the one in the first two, and then in the third one, I can't remember who it is.
Oh,
Or in
okay.
the third one.
Tomb of the Dragon
Is that
Emperor.
her?
Yeah.
No.
It's the British one, isn't it?
What do you?
Yeah, just yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, a lot of people didn't like the third one, but I actually thought it was
I
quite
thought the
decent.
third one was quite cool.
Especially
Oh, okay.
because yeah.
It was a change because it was a different mummy compared to the first.
Well,
two.
yeah, it wasn't
the same
actually
mummy.
that movie, but they did
Yeah.
bring him back to life a lot. And the Scorpion King, though, in the second one, That was the worst CGI I think I've ever seen.
Scorpion King 2.
No.
The second one is with the Scorpion King in.
Oh,
The Mummy
yeah,
Scorpion.
I thought you meant
No.
the film, The
No.
Scorpion King 2, because the first one of that with The Rock is brilliant. I refuse to watch the second one.
The first Scorpion King with the Rock and the woman who
That's brilliant.
loses her powers and she's
Yeah.
searching the giants. That bit's cool.
Yeah.
And then the Scorpion King CGI in The Mummy 2 is interesting.
Yes.
Like, wow. just wow. It would have been better if they'd made 2 action figures, one of the guy who Brendan Fraser plays, and then one of the Scorpion Kings, and they just ran them around with sticks on them. That would have looked better than
Like,
the CGI they
bash
used.
them together.
Yeah. Even if it came up with pow and wham as on a cartoon background.
Like on time, just mashing them together.
Yeah, that would have still looked better than what it did.
Punchy. Kissy.
Wow, Michael, you really don't have our view.
Punchy.
Oh wow, the one isn't it the one that did is Grown Ups?
Yes,
She's
it
actually
is.
the one.
That-
I
yeah.
didn't realise that. Yeah,
I don't remember.
Marion Bella.
Yeah, with dark
does
hair.
the-
Okay.
Yeah.
And Michael, that is why we are worried about you when you walk home.
Yeah.
You're gonna find, a pirate
Especially with
or
us
a
pirates.
or a spider and
Somewhere down the line
fighty,
they get really gay.
Why
kissy,
spider?
kissy. Because a Scorpion King kind of.
Oh yeah.
Michael's reaction to that would be worrying.
Yeah.
But Beowulf the film,
Yes.
that animation is pretty bad, really.
I went to see that at the cinema actually.
Why?
You went. I think. You
Okay,
went to
I've
see it
seen
with
some
me.
worse films at the cinema, guys. We all know
Did
this.
you come to see that with me?
No.
Because I took a lot of people for my birthday.
I don't know if I went to see that with you. I can't remember.
Being fun.
Yeah,
I think
thanks
it
for
was
the invite,
his
Michael.
birthday.
You.
Jeez.
It's his birthday. Blame it on him.
Yeah,
I asked him for a +1.
Yeah,
What
thanks
year
for the invite,
are you gonna hit me in the nuts? What year did Beowulf come out?
I don't know.
Quite
That had a really bad
A
game.
while ago.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The game of that is awful. It had rhythm
The
sections.
film wasn't actually that bad. I mean,
The film was alright.
It
yeah.
did get a bit dark
Yeah.
when he ripped out the spoiler alert, the dragon's heart out of his
Oh,
neck
yeah,
at the
yeah.
end, and he lost his arm. And
Oh, he cuts
Angelina-
off his arm just.
Yeah,
and there
but
was a
that's like-
CGI Angelina Jolie covered in liquid gold.
I don't know if I'm okay with that. I don't think I am.
No, it's just I thought it went from like the normal actor to like CGI instantly, and he was quite a cool character. But
That was 2007. So that's when we just started. The first year of
Jeez.
school.
Wait,
Yeah,
I
thanks
didn't
for
know.
the
oh
invite.
yeah, no,
I
at that
didn't-
point
I didn't
Michael
know
was
you then.
known as Thanks, Danny.
You're welcome. Well, I'm just covering my own back there.
No, but Michael at that point in our form, because I was friends with other people, and then Michael was also in our form, and he was just known as the annoying one.
Yeah.
And for a few years, he was just
Still
like,
am.
Yeah.
Waiting for that to run, get up, like, not have that nickname anymore.
Good to see
Not gonna
Michael's taking it all in. Good spirit. That's what I'm looking for.
Danny the Toy Story. Jeez.
Satan. Okay, well, no. So
So,
over the last week, we've been playing a lot of
I
Halo
was going to
4
enter it something
on-
like Michael.
well, yes.
Sometimes you're like such a good person that you should have a halo around your head to signal like you're an angel.
That's the
also-
crappiest and most forced segue I've
No,
ever
it's
heard.
not.
Yeah.
So
that's-
what-
In other
But
news,
how-
we've recently been playing some Halo.
Yeah,
We're gonna keep
we
all
did-
keep all that in. That's
Yeah.
great.
Hey,
Yeah.
well, what
You say
did we do?
that's the
We
four-
did reach on Legendary, and
Yep.
except from our version of Legendary, is we kill each other as much as we can because we can respawn each other. So it
We're
started
actually
out
on
with-
legendary difficulty.
Yeah,
by the way.
we're actually
Yeah, it wasn't
And-
too bad.
We're hardcore.
the
Danny
killing
and
each other
I-
just makes it more difficult.
Danny and I in the mission where Jorg is in space, you with him, and
Space.
outer space, and then
I mean, we didn't
Danny
really
and I-
contribute to that
no,
mission.
No,
we did
that
nothing.
was
Jacob
just
was the only
me.
one fighting. Michael
Yeah.
was probably playing Pokemon because
Yeah,
that's
that's what
and
it is.
then Danny and I were just murdering each other, really.
Yep.
Then we included Michael in it and started murdering him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we murdered each other more. Then we went back down to Earth and carried on murdering each other. Then we carried on through the helicopter missions, and it was just
Until we
basically-
gave up on that evening, and
Yeah.
then we continued a couple of days later and basically blitzed the rest of it in a few hours.
Yep.
And so we finished
It's
that, and we
done.
started Halo 4, which
Yes.
our new thing to do on actually those games as well is first one to get in a Warthog, drives
Yep.
off really.
Yep. Pretty much.
Might get someone else on it, or
Yeah.
with Danny in the back of the car, I drive off to the cliff. Oh no, with Michael at one point, I drive
Yeah.
off. I hop out too late, and he hops out early.
I still had a
So I
jetpack.
went off with the car and
Oh,
died,
that's
and Michael
brilliant.
survived. So
And I still have my jetpack, so I can make it back quite easily.
Or when Michael starts to punch me and then shoots me and kills me, and then I boot him.
oh yeah, took it to the furthest level possible. Jacob actually booted someone. We
Yeah.
always forgive,
Yeah.
but no, Jacob took it to
To
me,
be fair,
which
right,
Michael
I was-
got salty.
As I
That
was respawning, I was just about to sprint. And it came out. Do you want to boot him? So he came out with boot. Just yes or no. I was like, well, I'm already halfway there, so I might as well just go all the way.
And to be fair, it wasn't like I'm missing out on an achievement as well. I've already completed it.
The saltiness is strong with this one.
You know, just
Get some friends.
Short alarm. Yeah.
Okay, well, no.
Yeah, I'd say you were salty about that.
Yeah, you were pretty
yeah.
sure.
Because then he went and played Fallout and was like,
Oh, no, you played Halo.
I continued playing Halo.
Just on his own.
Yeah. That was pretty funny.
yeah. So I'd say that probably about wraps it up for this
Have
week.
you guys been playing anything else before we?
I just cut Michael off again.
Wow.
Classic.
Always
What
happens.
have I been doing? Oh, I've played Bioshock Infinite. Finished that story in like 2 days. Tried playing Bioshock 2, and it's a bit slow at the start.
I don't play much recently.
I need to play that a bit more. Set up my PS2, playing the old games. FIFA 04, way more fun than FIFA 14. Shots in just inside their half, almost going in.
You just don't have mad skills like I do on FIFA.
Tony
14,
Hawk's Pro
obviously.
Skater 4. My character was so stupid. I just gave him Splinter Cell goggles, a wife beater or like a white tank top,
What did
and
you say? A
a
what?
wife beater.
What-
That's
what-
what
Oh,
we're
I
referring
thought
to.
you
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah,
I
That's
was
what
gonna
it's
say-
called.
Yeah, but it's a bit weird to call that when we're English. Like no one really calls it.
Yeah.
They say white bees drink Red Bull. No, Stella.
Stella.
That's
Yeah, Stella
it.
Artois.
Yeah. Completely.
White
irrelevant
beer
to
drinking.
everything,
Yeah. Aside from that, I haven't been playing many games.
I've been playing that Charlie Murder.
Just don't even let
Game
me
for
speak.
Gold.
You know, just go straight for yourself. It's fine.
You've been hurried up. by
Free
it.
with gold. Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah, Charlie Murder.
Charlie Murder, that
Funny.
begins with a C. Another person that begins with a C is Crash Bandicoot. I'd love to play Tag Team Racing.
You know, I
That'd
never
be
played
fucking-
tag team racing.
That was an awesome
I
game.
played,
I might
Mario
play
Kart,
Wrath
man.
of Cortex later, actually.
Crash Bandicoot Tag Team Racing was like
That was-
such a fun
Did you
game.
ever play Crash Bash?
Crash.
I don't think
It's
so.
a PS1 game. It was really fun. It was loads of mini games leading up to a big bit. You can like go on.
Like Mario
there was a
Kart?
mission where it was like, no,
Okay.
it was like.
Okay.
But there was loads of different
Yeah.
mini, not like that mini game. It wasn't
Yeah.
around a board. You'd run into different levels and get teleported and do different challenges. Like one was a pogo stick around. And you
Okay.
had to try and get as many squares as you can while
that's
playing
right.
the opponents, and you could go up to 4-player, or I think 2-player. But it was really fun on PS1.
I really want to play Tag Team Racing.
Was that the one where you could like?
You'd
morph
join
into,
cars,
and
like with
make
two
a
people,
cool
and then one
combination?
person would be on a gun, one person would be driving,
Yeah,
and it'd be
but it
super
was still
fun.
competitive, so you was trying to beat the person that he was connected to as well.
Well,
so
you
you'd
could
have to
do. I mean,
separate
just
at the
before,
right
just
time.
before you were coming to the finish line, you'd fuck them over because you'd separate. They'd drop back in second. You'd go ahead and
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like Mario Kart Double Dash,
But
you're
the best
always-
person to be for the gunner was the guy with the rocket, which was
Nitro,
no, I can't.
The-
No,
green
Was he-
enemy guy.
I can't.
Okay.
He was like a small guy with a hat on. I can't remember.
I'm not that intimate
yeah,
with the Crash
He had
Bandicoot
rocket. He had
lore.
rocket launchers as his guns. He was the best because you just blow up any car that came near you.
Oh, cool.
It was super fun.
Well, it looks like that wraps up this week's podcast.
We stayed relevant. We didn't go back that far in time to talk about outdated things at all.
Michael, you brought up Ghostbusters.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I
Yes,
think
you
it was Danny
did.
saying
No,
he never watched
you
it.
brought up Ghostbusters.
No, I didn't.
I said I'd never.
Michael,
watched
you're wrong.
Ghostbusters in a
Michael,
film.
you're wrong.
Michael's
Let's
right.
blame Michael for that.
We got it
Yeah.
recorded.
Yeah.
Thank you
Roll back
for.
tape.
You just interrupted my thank you.
Wow.
That's Michael. Thank you for watching our podcast, and we shall see you
Watching
next time. Listening to our podcast.